Friday afternoon here in Manchester, and this is the Fixed Wing Guide channel with me, Stuart Lomas. What I want to talk about today was a few things I want to talk about, but I may make more than one video today, not too sure. So I thought, save ground, let's talk about watches. I mean, at the end of the day, that's what you're here for. What I want to talk about today is what seems to be the inherent hatred of INVICTA. So much so that one of the YouTube contributors can't even say the name apparently easily. And that's nothing against Andy, but I think his hatred is so loud and so vicious that his brain doesn't allow him to say the name. What I'm going to try to do today is perhaps put aside some of that hatred and some of that bias against this brand by showing you an INVICTA that I own. Now, a number of years ago, I think I've mentioned before, life went very wrong. So in a relatively short period of time, when I had very little money, I bought 3 watches relatively close together. 2 of them were my Harson C, which you've seen already, the silver dial and the black dial. And then shortly after that came along an INVICTA. It was a watch when I was just generally browsing through both Amazon and eBay that shouted at me to buy it because it was a very good looking watch in my mind, and I will be proud and indeed happy to see on my wrist, and it would look good in any form of setting. Now, yes, it is a rip-off, or if you want to be kind, a homage to the Rolex Submariner, as quite a lot of the INVICTAs are. There are also, I need to say at this point, quite a lot of the INVICTAs I wouldn't go near. They are hideous, odious, catastrophically badly designed pieces of timekeeping equipment, which I have no idea why certain people would wear them. But the one I own, hopefully, you will like. So let's get right into it, and let me show it to you. There she is. That, my people, is the INVICTA 8928 OB. Now, from a distance, I would defy anyone to look at that on my wrist if I was wearing a nice suit or dinner suit, who would have to look twice and second guess themselves to say that this wasn't a two-tone bluesy. It is a lovely watch. It is heavy. It is well made. The crown is a screw down crown. It has a quick set date. It is an automatic movement, which I'll go into in a little bit more detail. The two-tone bracelet, stainless steel and gold. Now, unlike a lot of the Rolex copies, replicas that you can buy from China, the actual gold plating is beautiful. It is really, really good quality. I've owned this watch for, I would say, about 3 years. I don't wear it all the time, but when I do wear it, I look after it, as I do all my timepieces, and the gold plating has worn exceedingly well. And it's a lovely piece of timekeeping on my wrist that I'm happy to wear. Now, a few details about it. As I say, it's the INVICTA 8928 OB. You can buy this watch on eBay at the moment, because I've just checked, $89.97 US, which here in the good old British Isles is just over 60 quid. 60 pounds. Now, you've got to ask yourself the question, what can you get for £60? And the answer to that is not a lot. If I hold this next to my actual Rolex, which is a GMT Master 1, there is no comparison in weight. This is far heavier. It is thicker. It feels far more substantial in my hand. And for the money, it is great value. The automatic movement is what they class as a NH35A movement. It is an automatic. It has on the back of the case, I'll try and get a shot of this for you, an exhibition back. There you go. It is a screw down exhibition back, and it is 200 meters rated, 200 meters. So yes, it is a professional diver. Now, as I always try to say in my videos, not that I'm ever going to dive 200 meters, but it's nice to know, should I drop it down the loo, that it'll be fine. The clasp is good quality. There's a little bit of rattle when it's snipped together. It has the INVICTA logo on it, which is there. It is pressed steel, as quite a lot of even the expensive brands are. It's got a good secure click and a secondary clasp on top with micro adjusters here, and when it's fastened together, there's a little bit of a rattle, but nothing too drastic. The end links that go into the case, into the lugs there is very, very little space. There's a tiny little movement which I don't think you can see on the camera, but I can just about feel. The bezel is a beautiful bezel. It sounds lovely. Let's see if we can pick that up. It is a secure bezel, so you're not going to knock it. It's unidirectional, and it's 120 click. The watch itself bears inspection by anyone. I've stood next to an actual Rolex two-tone bluesy whilst I've been wearing this and held them side by side. And as I said right at the beginning of the video, I would defy anyone from a distance to know whether this was a Rolex or something that looked like a Rolex. It's got the magnifier there at the 3 o'clock and a beautiful Mercedes sweeping hand, which is smooth. I would wager to say as smooth as some of the best automatic movements out there. The loom is absolutely brilliant, and it lasts a long time. I know a lot of people don't like this, but it's something that doesn't bother me. It has got on the case the laser etched INVICTA. The bezel, as you see, has got a lovely coin edge. It's very easily to grip. It is a lovely thing to watch as you're moving it around and you're listening to the 120 click. The shoulders on the crown protector are very, very nice indeed. All in all, if you're looking for a Rolex lookalike, and that is what it is, this is the watch I would recommend. I'm not too sure whether they do a single colour gold bluesy. I'm not too sure, but having said that, a single colour gold bluesy is something I would never buy, so therefore never look for a homage or a replica of. I think, as Archie Luxury said at one point in his video career, it is the ultimate car salesman's watch, whereas this is a little more sedate. The sapphire is not massively high, but high enough. It is a good quality sapphire, and the Cyclops magnifies beautifully about 1.5 times. So really what I'm looking at here is a watch which I feel doesn't deserve the derision that it tends to get from some of the watch experts on YouTube. It is something that I wear happily. It's something I wear with pride. It is something that most people, if you bear in mind what I've said previously, most people have no idea about watches. They certainly have no idea about the movements. That has no bearing on their life. The movement is inside the machine. Nobody sees it. Nobody's aware of it, and as long as the watch keeps good time, which this does, it's a worthy thing to wear. So if you can't afford the 10 grand, 12 grand for a two-tone bluesy, but you like the style of a two-tone bluesy, then don't be put off by the name Invicta. Don't go down the road of a Rolex rep. Please don't do that. You can spend 60, 70 pounds on an economy version of a rep. You can spend 200, 300 pounds on a high quality rep. But the problem you have there is you only get maybe 3 months guarantee, and of course if anything goes wrong you've got to ship it back to China, and you have got to worry about the time it will take. There's a lot of these sellers for Invictas are both sides of the Atlantic. You will find them easily in America, and you will find them easily here in the UK. So your point of contact is close by should there be a problem. This watch has never missed a beat, never. It is lovely. I think it's smashing. If you buy one, do as I always recommend, buy it on your credit card, because should it not be as stated, you have got protection on your credit card, and if you can't get a refund from the seller if there is a major problem, then your credit card company will cover you for that as well. So the Invicta 8928 OB two-tone bluesy lookalike, absolutely lovely, can't recommend it enough, and please don't be put off by the people out there who dislike Invictas. From what I can see, with a blanket hatred, yes, I do have a hatred for some Invictas, but not for all Invictas, and this is one that I have no hatred for at all. Thanks for watching. I'd love to get your comments down below as always. If you have any questions, down below as always, and please don't forget to subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching. May make another one today, don't know. Want to make a comment about last night's David Cameron and Ed Miliband thing, but I won't do that here. So for now, that's it. Invicta two-tone bluesy lookalike. Get one, try it, enjoy it. See you soon. Bye bye.